Right. So in the yesterday demonstration, just I was briefing you about, right? What is Python? It's a general purpose programming. Any kind of applications we can develop. It's not purpose based. So multi-programming features we see, which what all the features we see in different other programmings we see in Python. High-level language. So is human understandable, portable, and machine independent. It is an interpreted language, line by line execution. User-friendly or programmer-friendly, which provides simple syntaxes like normal English text. Observe this, I said there are two types of languages, right? Low level and high level. Low level languages like assembly level or machine level, they are not human understandable, they are not portable, they are machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating system. High level languages like Python, they are human understandable, they are portable, and machine independent, can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Python has got different programming features like procedural-oriented features like C language, object-oriented features like C++, Java, scripting features, and modular programming like Modular 3. Because of this multi-programming features, we call it like a hybrid language. So if we compare with 2010 to 20, like within these 10 years, there is an increase. Previously in 2010 it was 3%, 2020 increased to 31%, the usage of Python. So 89,300 modules it is providing for different domains, whatever domain you are from. Python has got separate modules for each and every environment. For data science, separate modules. For big data, for networking, for testing, for OS, for every database, a separate module it provides. For different types of file formats, Excel files, CSV, JSON, PDF, for mathematical operations, for statistics, and for generating graphs. Any type of graph we can generate using Python. So in this way, just these are some examples. In this way, thousands of modules, 89,000 modules, right? What kind of applications we can develop today means web applications using this framework like the Django, automation applications where implementation goes in Python, like data science, IoT, DevOps, everywhere, right? Coding, writing scripts. In big data like Spark with Python, PySpark, we say very high speed processing, scientific applications. For scientific applications, we have got CP, scientific Python for numerical analysis, NumPy, numerical Python for GUI animations, for gaming or game development, separate frameworks, some 3D rendering libraries like PySoy, for scheduling tasks, for testing, for software development, for business applications, for networking applications, for web scraping, for audio video applications, for embedded applications, Raspberry Pi, right? Which uses Python script, computer vision for color detection, face detections, and for object detections, for data analysis, robotics. Robotics with Python, right? If you got knowledge on robotics with Python, there is a bigger, huge packages. Desktop applications, single user applications, console applications, right? Who are using Python? Which companies are using Python? Topmost applications built using Python. Google using Python for its web search system. YouTube using Python for its video sharing service. Yahoo using Python. Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python. Instagram built using Python. Not only that, Quora, Reddit, Pinterest, Dropbox, they're using Python. Netflix using Python for its security automation, subscription related things. MMOG, massively multiplayer online games. Maya, a powerful 3D animation. BitTorrent using Python, right? For its file sharing service, iRobot for military and commercial operations, and for hardware testing purpose. Right? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Very less coding we see in Python. Most of the programmers and developers are migrating towards Python because of its very less coding. Simple syntaxes look like normal English statements. In interactive mode, you can easily interact with Python statement by statement. Every statement it gives response. Multi-programming features, hybrid features. Many varieties of applications we can create. Many built-in, many built-in modules. Now, I'll be saying you people if you're from non-programming or zero programming, right? Yes. Python comparison, right? Python comparison with other programming. So I'll take a task and I'll try to implement the task in multiple programming languages. You can check it. How simple the Python statements as compared with other programmings, right? I'll write the code in multiple languages and just compare it, right? How it looks coding wise, complex device, length wise. What is the task? Accepting two values, accepting two values from the user keyboard and performing addition. Accepting two values from the user keyboard and performing addition. Import java.io.star, right? Class sample. So first I'll write in Java language, right? First I'm writing in Java language using Java language. If you got knowledge on Java, you can just go to the code, right? So for accepting two values from the user and performing addition, first I'll write in using Java. Later I'll write in Python. Two major programming languages, Python and Java. So I'll just write in these two first. Input stream reader equal to new input stream reader. Yes. Enter the first number, whatever number you are entering, taken as string format, br dot read line. Okay, br dot read line, right? Converting the string to integer, right? Int I. Integer dot parseInt, integer dot parseInt. So enter the first number, it is taken as string. Enter the second number. String s2 br dot read line. Integer equal to integer dot parse int of s2. System dot out dot println I plus j. Yes, this is the coding in Java, right? This is the coding in Java. So every statement should end with semicolon, right? Every statement should end with semicolon. So I'll just take a minute in showing the execution in both Java and Python, right? So I'm copying to a separate notepad file, right? Paste it. Save, file, save, right? With the name Python 8. Okay, Python 8 sample dot Java. Now, I will execute this code. Later, I'll come to this writing the code in Python. At the bottom search panel, CMD, I'm typing CMD, right? CD slash, CD slash, and you can say Python 8 a.m., right? Python 8 a.m., right? Java C sample dot Java C sample dot Java, and say enter, right? System dot out dot print, there is a typo in the println, right? T is missing. Println, here also println, save it. Again, once again, try to execute it, compile it. If there are errors, it will display the errors. If there are no errors, we can run the code. No errors here. Java sample. Enter first number 10, enter second number 20. Sum is 30. So this is what the code in Java, right? This is the code in Java. I don't know like how many of you have understood this code, right? It looks a little complex to understand, right? What is class, what is public static void main, what is IO exception, what is input stream reader, buffer reader, read line. We can also use scanner classes to write this. The same, see, you can see 10 to 12 lines of code here. The same task I'll write in Python, not more than 3 lines. It will be simple and easily understandable, right? Check this. I'm opening this Python shell, right? Within this Python shell, I want to accept two numbers. X I want, Y I want, two values. To perform addition, you require two values. Input, enter value of X. Enter the value of X. Input, enter value of Y. Print X plus Y. X plus Y, right? This is the code in Python. Just three lines code. Enter value of X, value of Y, print X plus Y. That's it. Looks like normal English statements. It's not as complex as other programming. Like normal English statements, what happening in each statement you can easily analyze. Entering the value of X in the first line, entering the value of Y in the second line, print X plus Y. Save it. File, save. Okay, Python 8 save it as test.py, test1.py extension. So run module. Whenever you say execute, right, enter value of X10, enter value of Y20. Okay. So here, 1 second. Just like Java, here also in Python, whatever you're entering from the keyboard taken as a string, we need to convert to integer if you want to perform addition. Enter value of X. Enter value of X means, and input enter value of X string converted to integer. Enter value of Y string converted to integer, right? Int of. Whatever we accept from the through input function will be taken as string. That's why we need to convert to int. Run module. Value of X 10, value of Y 20, output 30. Enter value of X 10, value of Y 20. Sum is 30. Okay. Simple coding, right, in Python, not as complex as other programming like Java. So if you take any one more example, you can check with the example of this. I'm taking some list of values. In other programming, we say array of elements 40, 10, 20, 30, and 50. Okay, a list. Print X means prints the entire list as it is. Print X means prints the entire list as it is. len of x, length of x, length of all this, right? Length of x. Len of x is 5. Print. I want to find the max element, right? Max element. Just say max of x, that's it. We don't need to write any code here. Just max of x, it prints 50. Print min of x. Print min of x, right? It prints 10. Print sum of all this 10, 40 plus 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 50. What is that? Sum of x. Check all this. Len of x will be 5. Max of x will be 50. Sum of x means sum of all these values. Print sorted of x. Print sorted of x, arranging all these elements in ascending order. Arranging all these elements in ascending order. If you want in descending order, sorted of x only, you will get in ascending. The ascending, if you reverse it, you will get in descending, right? Reverse equal to true, you say. By default, it will be false. The ascending, if you reverse it, you will get in descending order. Ten to 50. 50 to 10. Okay. If I want to add a new element to this list, x dot append. I want to append a new element, x dot append 60. I'm appending a new element. Print x, yes, it prints this new element. So simple, that if we want to add a new element to x list, I want to append a new element. 60 got added. If I want to remove an element, x dot remove, x dot remove. Which element you want to remove? 40, yes. Directly we can. Looks like normal English statements. That's it. 40 gets removed. 40 gets removed, right here. 40 has got removed, right, from that. Next, Python has got 89,300 modules. It has got 89,300 modules, right, for different domains. So because of this modules and modular programming, Python has got a great boom. So for every environment, for every domain, Python has got modules. So if you see one example, right, what is a module? So later we discuss in brief in our course, but one example, see that coding, just observe two things. the coding of Python, how it looks, and importance of module. So I'm using a module called math module, one of the module of Python. So if you want to see what is present within this math module, dir of math, we should say. What all the things present within the math module, how will you check? Dir of math. See the directory of math run module. So these are all the properties of math. So here you can see, right? Yes. Pi, power, product, radians, remainder, sin h, square root, tan h, tau. So these are all the properties of math. So there is a variable like e, there is a variable like pi. I want to print the value of pi. You want to print within the math module, there is a variable like pi. I want to print its value. Within the math module, there is a variable like e. Run module, right? Math.py, math.e. 3.14. Pi is what? 3.14. E is what? 2.71. Okay. So, for example, there is a functionality, right? There is a functionality here like square root. You don't know how to use this square root functionality. You don't know how to work with this, how to use it. So there is a help, just like print function, there is a help function in Python to help you with the syntax general format. So within help on what? Math.sqrt. Yes, help on this math.square root. So help on built-in function square root in module math. Square root expecting one value x, return the square root of x. So it is asking you to provide some value x. It returns the square root of that x. So print within the math module, there is a function square root. It is expecting one value x. X means nothing but one value you provide. 16 I'm providing. Square root of 16 is what? 4. Similarly, if you see any other functionality, right? If it doesn't know about that to work or use it, you can say help. Help on, for example, there is a function like POW. You don't know how to use it. Help. Help on within the math module, there is POW. Run module. Power, help on built-in function power in the module math. Power expecting two values x comma y, right? X to which giving x to the power of y. Provide two values x comma y, it returns x to the power of y. It returns x to the power of y. So provide two values. This clearly saying provide x and value. So double star means power symbol in Python. Print math dot power POW of 10 comma 3, 10 to the power of 3. That is what? 1000. Run module. 10 to the power of 3 is what? 1000. So in this way, you can get help on any function, in any module, not only this math, any other module also you can get help on it and you can work. Generating, see, just I was asking you to see the syntax of this Python. We didn't discuss anything of Python basics. Just observe, looks like normal English statements. Even generating graphs also, it's very simple in Python with the 2-3 lines, right? We can generate a graph using Python. For that, we use a module, another module called matplotlib. Within this matplotlib, right? Dot pyplot. Import matplotlib. Within that, we have got a built-in property pyplot. We have got a built-in property like pipe. Instead of saying, see, math.py, math. Here also we need to say this matplotlib.pyplot. Instead of using that every time big name, we can use alias name or shortcut name, saying like P or PLT, right? So to plot a graph, we require plot function. For plotting a graph, we require x coordinates and y coordinates. Set of x coordinates, set of y coordinates. That's it. PLT.show. Very simple that we import a module, this one. Shortcut name, alias name for it. Using that PLT within that plot function. Plot this x and y coordinates. Observe this, a graph is going to be generated. Simple, just 3 lines code. See this graph. A graph is generated, right? Yes. 1, 5, 2, 7, 3, 4. For example, if we take age and income, a small task, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. These are the age values. Income values for 30 years, 30,000. For 40, 40,000. For 50, 35,000. For 60, it is 40,000. Okay, plt.show. Observe this run module. For 30,000, 1 second. File open. Mm, 30,000, 40,000, 50, 35. For 60, it is 50,000. Run, check this. The graph is generated in this way. For 30, 30,000. For 40, 40,000. For 50, 35, 60, 50,000, right? Yes. But you can see the graph in blue color, right? You can see the graph in blue color in solid graph. But I want in dotted style, and that to the different color, not other than blue. So just you want to give comma at the last, and hyphen means in dotted style format. COLOR color equal to green, I will say. COLOR only, not LOUR. Run model. You can see in green color, right? You can see the graph in green color and dotted line style, right? But what is this x coordinate values? What is that y coordinate? What is the title for this? I want to give that x-axis label. For y-axis also, I want to give one label for title for this graph. Simple, right? We have got built-in functionalities in Python. plt dot x-axis label, x label. X label. X label is what? Age. plt dot y-axis label is what? Income. I want some title. plt dot title. Sample graph. Run model. Check this. Run and check this. Age. You can see that x-axis label age you got. Y-axis label income you got. It's the title for its sample graph you got, right? It's generating sample graph. Hmm. Not only this, if we say instead of plot, if we see BAR here, bar graph will be generated. If instead of HIST, if I give here histogram, instead of here PIE, you will get pie graph. So in this way, we have got built-in functions, right, to work with. I'll show you one more example, right? Yes. Just observe this codings, right? How this, I want to generate a pie graph. Import matplotlib. Just I'll take 5 minutes more. The same previous. For example, I want to analyze how are the sales by using a graph. Mobiles, mobile sales. Samsung, Vivo, OnePlus. Sales, August sales are like this. August sales. Observe this. Samsung 45, Vivo 10, Oppo 15, OnePlus 25, 30. PLT, okay. PLT dot pie graph. I want to generate a pie graph based on this August sales. And I want some labels. Labels equal to nothing but whatever the mobile labels are there, those mobile labels only take as label. Now a pie graph will be generated. PLT dot show. In this way, right, which has got more sales? Samsung. Next OnePlus. Next Oppo. Next Vivo. So I didn't use the colors. By default, it takes colors. If you want the percentage, that also will be displayed, right? Yes. How simple, right? Just 4 lines of code to generate a pie graph, and that two mobile names August sales, and the pie graph. Apart from this, right? Yes. If you see a complex graph also, without any knowledge, you can easily understand, right? This complex graph. For example, if you've got 5 days of holidays, you want to visualize how did you spend the 5 days by using a graph, right? So a complex graph like stack plot also, right? You can understand easily the Python import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT, right? This 5 days. Day of what are the activities like sleeping, eating, working, playing. Sleeping is playing 8 hours. 8 plus 7, 15. 15 plus 2, 17 plus 7, 24 hours. Day 2, 8 hours for sleeping, 3 hours for eating. Yes, working and playing. 24 hours. Day 3, day 4, day 5. PLT dot stack plot based on days and 4 activities. Colors equal to, right, 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. I want to, so this is days as X coordinates, this 4 activities as Y coordinates. I want a stack plot. And for these 4 activities, 4 colors. X-axis label is days, Y-axis label is hours, title for this graph. A stack plot is generated in this way. It is Y coordinates 24 hours, X coordinates 5 days. Day 1, see this. First one sleeping, next 2 hours eating, 7 hours working, 8 hours playing. Day 2, sleeping increased, eating increased, working increased. Day 3, day 4, day 5. Days as X coordinates, hours as Y coordinates, title for it. Yes. Okay. So from tomorrow, we'll be starting with that. We'll be starting our sessions, right? Starting with the Python versions, installations, execution modes. So what is Python? Why Pythons? This is the course content. Once have a look. History of Python, features, advantages, versions, installations, Python operations, Python execution modes, default modes, batch mode, data types, constants, variables, type conversions, comments in Python, escape sequences, strings in Python, string indexes, and slicing. Operators in Python, right? Operators in Python, right? Python IDs, flow control statements, looping statements, strings in Python, corrections in Python, Python list, list indexing, list slicing, list functions, list methods, list addresses, nested lists, Python tuples, sets, dictionaries, functions in Python, modules in Python, modular programming, right? Packages, import, errors and exceptions, file handling, right? Object-oriented programming concepts in brief, regular expressions, database connectivity, time, date and time model, OS model, right? Advanced concepts like iterator generator, closures, decorators, GUI programming, XML workbook, sorry, Excel workbook, data analytics, data introduction to data science, pandas model in brief, NumPy model in brief, and matplotlib in brief. This is Python core in advanced. If you go to this, people who go for full stack, Django framework will be discussed. So Django views, Django templates, Django admin, Django models, advanced concepts and UI technologies like HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and JavaScript and MySQL will be discussed, right? So for this as part of full stack. 1 second, right? Yes. So Python core advanced application oriented modules, nearly 70 hours, takes 2 months. So its fee structure is just it's offer batch for 5,000, right? Apart from this, if you want to learn full stack, Python web development. So you'll be given knowledge on web development technologies, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap. Okay. Apart from this, you'll be given knowledge on Django framework, Python framework with 15 to 20 applications creations and REST API plus project. For this entire thing, right? It takes 50 hours, 2 months, 7K is the fee. If you take entire thing as one package, single with a single payment, right? You can pay 10K, right? And let me make it clear about the timings, right? Let me be clear about the timings before I go with the. So for the first 1 week, it will be at 8 a.m. It starts at 8 a.m. After 1 week, it starts at 7 a.m. right? Up to the end of the course. After 1 week, it will be at 7 a.m. up to the end of the course. And you'll be getting that regular video of the session of all this Python, HTML, CSS video, all design, all this means notes, classroom notes, and assignments and tasks, and a WhatsApp group for technical discussion, right? Yes. So tomorrow I'll go with this Python basics, starting with Python installations, versions, execution modes. Tomorrow also you can attend the session, same time at 8 a.m. using the same link, right? To see more on this Python installations, execution modes. Yes. Any queries you got, anyone, right? Duration will be 4 months for both full stack, but if you want to go parallelly from Monday to Friday, Python, and Saturday, Sunday, there are weekend batches available for this web development and the Django framework, right? Right? Okay. I'm stopping for now. If there is no queries, then I will sign off for now. Meet you tomorrow, same time at 8 o'clock using the same. Yes. Bye.